I'm black. It's good to be back.
It's been a good 2 months. 2 months.
2 months of no recording.
Yeah.
And Brett's here. Noxie's still away.
Yep.
Hi,
So,
Brett.
welcome, Brett.
Yep.
Thank you for helping us out.
Big shoes to fill.
Small.
Size 8.
Yeah, size 8 shoe.
Yeah.
So
Small Willy, but we're back.
we are. We've got plenty to talk about.
I've got so much to talk about, and I've been really excited to get the cameras rolling.
So where should we start? Because
should we always start how we always start?
Yeah.
That make good English. How's your week been?
Yeah, I've had a pretty good week.
What about you, Brett?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
It was so wet today.
Yeah.
How was work today?
Look grim out
I
there.
was so sad the whole of today. I was so annoyed at Smoko. Would hate to be in the room with me because it was just complaining nonstop.
But that's why we like work, to complain.
It's the best part.
That's the only reason I work there.
Really?
Oh, the tunes.
Yeah.
It's great to complain.
Oh, yeah. We have a chat called Complaining just for us.
That's got to be the only chat in the world that's titled Complaining. And its sole purpose is for no positivity.
Yeah, there is no positive words spoken in that chat.
It's a good chat. It's probably one of my favourite chats.
It makes me happy.
It's a great chat.
It's completely negative. And it's good.
Because you know someone's upset. Like when you receive a message in the complaining chat, I know one of you two are upset.
Really upset.
And I know it's going to be funny.
Can't wait to read this.
Yeah.
It brightens up my day. Anyway, I'm back from Europe.
All right. Hit us with it. All of it.
Day one.
I can't.
Day one.
Monologue.
I've got nothing to say. No story. So
no stories.
Just kind of sat there and looked at the birds.
Do you know how... Yeah, I know what you mean.
The ones that fly.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And I know... I'd be so flat if you came back from Europe and I'd be like, what'd you do? Oh, not much.
That's kind of what happened. Not much.
That's not okay. You can't go away for that long. You're in like 3 countries in one day.
There was a time I was in 3 countries in one day.
That's a lot of countries.
Mm.
I moved around a bit. That's the thing. It's what I was there to do.
Yeah.
Discover. Spyglass out. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you've been away.
I can't ask myself questions about my own holiday. I'm waiting for you guys to fire away.
Well, it's really hard because I know you have stories that you're saving, but I need to find the topic that hits the spot to get the question.
Oh, yes, the spot.
The spot. Always looking for the spot. And so you've had fun in Europe and I have done nothing for 2 months.
You went to Thailand.
Oh, yeah, I went to Thailand. That was good.
Yeah. Brett, you went to Gold Coast.
Yep.
Yeah. Ran a marathon.
Yeah, tried.
Succeeded.
Well,
you finished? Did you finish?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So you ran a marathon.
This is what he's been waiting for, running chat.
Yeah,
He's running
chat.
chat.
Everyone's gone now. All the listeners have just clicked off it.
Let's get to your Thailand real quick, though. We'll save the berries for last.
All right. I'll have a look at what I wrote down for Thailand. I'm pretty sure.
Gee, you got yourself some words on that notes
I know.
page there. He's got some content, people.
I've read through it recently and I'm like, gee, when did I think that was funny?
Yeah.
But, so it's not great. But, yeah, Thailand was good. It was hot. We were mainly staying in a resort. And it was good. Good break.
It's a family trip, right?
Family trip. So, got to take it with, in a bit of perspective. It wasn't too wild.
Okay.
But there was a really uncomfortable moment I remember by the pool. So and it was the rooftop pool. So nice spot. Good spot, family spot. Because there's different pools for different family. Like there's the family kids pool where the little shits go that you try and that's the one you avoid.
Yeah.
Then there's the rooftop pool where it's like, all right, this is meant to be a chill kind of environment. It's not you're not playing any games in the pool. You're basically getting in, cooling off, and then going and sitting on a lounge.
Was that the most popular pool?
Yeah, it was. But it was so strange because I saw this young couple in the jacuzzi kind of thing, hooking up in the middle of the day in front of everyone, and I was losing my mind. Chances that's not okay.
Laughing?
No. I was just like, what? I was just yelling what the fuck is going on?
You can't have said that.
I was like, no way.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to sit there and it's right in front of me. I'm like,
you can't do that.
You can't do that. No. And then I was thinking, there's 2 options, right? There's only there's two cards. Like this, because I saw what made it even worse. Right, his mate was just sitting in there with him, doing nothing,
On his own, no
fucking
partner.
sitting there. How shit would that be? And he wasn't of the skinny sort, so it was stiff times for him. And he's just sitting there sad.
You
Fair
call him
enough.
fat?
He wasn't skinny. And he's just sitting there sad. That wasn't relevant at all. I don't know why I threw that in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what does he do? Do you just get up and leave because you're like, I don't want to be around this? And then I thought, fuck it, let's turn the bubbles on and really make it uncomfortable for you guys. I'm sitting here. I'm not getting out. Like, he was in there. Same time they got in.
You went in the jacuzzi.
Fuck no.
Threw that
No
up.
way. I was not in there.
Okay.
Do you just cop it? Do you like turn the bubbles on? Do you try and say something and talk to him to stop? Do you tell him to get a room? Do you just leave? How do you play that?
Bubbles go on.
Bubbles have to go on.
See what happens first when the bubbles go. Oh, who turned the bubbles on?
Yeah,
I
that's straight away.
Yeah.
First line.
I turned them on. There's always the thing is with the jacuzzi, I don't like the bubbles. So
I'm not a huge fan of bubbles either.
yeah, and there's always one person that's super keen on the bubbles,
Yeah.
and they for some reason have majority decision every time, like bubbles or nothing.
Yeah, it's weird.
The bubbles
Yeah,
are no good.
You don't
al-
like the bubbles?
Nah.
I'm almost certain the bubble
You can't
guy.
hear anything.
You can't hear anything.
The point of being in a jacuzzi is just to relax and sit there. And then it's bubbles and he can't talk to anyone. It's like splashing in the face.
Yeah,
And no one else wants the bubbles on besides the bubble guy.
exactly. The bubble guy loves the bubbles.
10 blokes being there. There's only one guy that wants it on and he gets it on.
The
Every
bubble-
time.
hooking up though,
Just, you can't do that.
not in the public, not in the public jacuzzi.
Not that
Like,
public.
wasn't, like, I don't want to, no, I'm not going to justify anything for them. But like,
No.
it's less, it's really not bearable because it was like middle of the day. People were there. It's not like it's nighttime, no one's there. It's private. This was public forum. I was considering leaving,
Fuck.
but then they get what they want. And I'm petty, right?
So where
I'm-
were you? Like on a nanny lounge?
I was just lying on a lounge, listening to a podcast,
Yeah.
trying to tan,
Your
didn't,
own.
burnt, peeled, went home. And I was just like, I don't want to watch, I don't want to look at this. I don't want it to be in my eyesight. Because if it's in my eyesight, I'm going to see it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, but it's there.
Were you listening to your own podcast?
No, that would be sad. That's how I
Watching
spend
people
my
hook up and
holidays.
listening
Yeah.
to your own podcast.
Yeah, strange.
It's a good Thailand trip.
Yeah, it was. It was fun.
So was that the main takeaway from Thailand?
Nah, it was alright. Nah, Thailand was good. It was just it's a bit like Bali, but a bit, I don't know.
I've never
Same.
been there.
It
I
was-
always hear
it was
Aussies
nice.
talk about it. Bangkok, fucking Thailand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got to go to Bangkok, mate.
Yeah. Got a girl over in Bangkok. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that so many
Girl?
times. Heard that from a guy in the airport in Naples.
Really?
Yeah.
Airport in Naples.
Somehow started talking to a 40-year-old Australian. He talked about his
Ah,
girlfriend from Bangkok.
Midlife
Yeah.
crisis.
Is that what it is?
Screams it.
Oh, it has to be, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Girl from Bangkok.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. What was the worst experience with airports? Like, were they in Europe? Were they like a lot smaller or like as big as around here? Because I
See-
feel like because there's so many.
Yeah, there's an airport everywhere.
Yeah.
My worst experience with an airport was Naples, which is Napoli,
Like the
Italy.
sauce, Napoli sauce.
Yeah, like the sauce.
Nice.
That's probably where the sauce came from, to be fair.
What
I
was
didn't actually
named
think of-
first, the airport or the sauce?
That's what I say about Parma. Was Parma not from Parma, like Parmigiana?
Oh,
And then everyone's like, "Oh, it's a Parmy." Like, well, it's from Parma.
Is that a fact that came
I
from
don't
there?
know.
That's actually true.
I don't know. You have to look it up.
Is Parma a town?
Parma's in Italy.
Parma.
The place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. I didn't go to Parma. Would have liked a Parma, but
Sorry
no.
to jump in. Go back to your Napoli.
I got stuck in Naples because I had a flight late at night and I can only get there early in the morning. So I was there for 16 hours sitting on the ground.
That's
That's
insane.
Yeah. And then, you know how you got to go to your check-in to get through security, and you check in about 3 hours before the flight,
Yeah.
roughly for an international. So I see on the board where it shows where I got to go to check in, number 3. Great, finally popped up. Been waiting fucking 14 hours. Can finally go at least check in. That's something to do.
Yeah.
Get there, check in. You didn't get here 3 hours early. You're only here 2 hours and 20 minutes before your flight, so I'm going to have to give you a €50 fine here.
No way.
Being late.
Really?
I was there 14 hours waiting, and
Did
I
you-
copped a €50 fine.
Did you tell them that?
Nah, she was attractive.
Oh, we can't crumble like that.
We did.
So that would
like-
have been $5 Australian for me. I'd like to speak to your boss.
Yeah.
See, nah.
€50.
Yeah, €50, that's $80.
Oh.
Yeah. For being 20 minutes late to a flight, I was there 14 hours before.
Yeah,
And
check
I
the
just copped
footage.
that. I was already sad that day. It was my saddest day. Called a few people from home. They didn't answer.
Oh.
Yeah. Just, I don't know why. I was just felt sad, sitting on concrete, eating Maccas all day. It was shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my worst airport experience.
So because you travelled with Noxie and some friends.
Yes.
How long were you with them for?
A month.
And then you did about a month on your own.
Yeah. 5 weeks on my own, I think. Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
The solo travel.
The solo travel I can't do.
The solo thirst crusher.
Can't.
It's fun. You should do it.
I just don't think I could.
I recommend the solo travel heavily.
Mm,
You can do
Why?
whatever you want. That's the thing.
yeah.
With other people, you got to wait for them to shit. They want to go somewhere else. Sometimes they want to go home early. Sometimes I want to go home early. I don't like this food. Where are we going? Can't be fucked walking. Let's Uber. It's so much. When you're on your own, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's fair. I reckon I could do a couple of days on my own, but then I'd be like, because I'll get homesick so bad overseas. So because you did a whole stretch on your own,
Yeah.
if you were like with them, without them, and then kind of came back without, and like did it like that, I reckon I could maybe do that for 4 to 5 days,
No.
broken up into 3. Like,
Well, this is the thing. Do you want to hear a story?
I'd love one.
All right. So we landed in Amsterdam together. We did Amsterdam together. Hi. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Amsterdam. Great, right?
The longest yard,
The longest yard.
long yard.
And then they went to Brussels and I went to Berlin. So that was the first initial split off after 4 days. I did a bit of me time in Berlin.
That would have been awesome.
And it was my first hostel experience. And I'm not sure if I've told you guys this or not. I've been saving it for you.
Okay.
But my first ever night in a hostel, right? I don't know what I'm doing. This is a massive hostel next to the biggest club in the world called Berghain. So there's some characters there,
Yeah, could imagine.
right? Quite a famous club.
Yep.
So I'm at the hostel. I arrive, and there's so many people staying. There's so many rooms. There's like 60 rooms, and they're dorms. So I'm staying in a mixed gender dorm with multiple people there, bunk beds.
Nice.
So I'm staying in a 4-bed mixed dorm. I walk in there, and there's one other guy in there, and he's just lying down on his bed, shirt off, laptop, doing something,
Oh God.
right? And this is my first ever
Bit of
experience.
Moises Henriquez about this one. Just
Yeah.
listen to some Spotify.
Yeah,
Bullshit, mate.
yeah, and it was sus. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I have no idea. I didn't know where to put my stuff when I walked in. It's my first ever hostel night ever.
No, fair enough.
So I say hi. I'm like, hey mate, how you doing? And he kind of just like laughs and nods his head, says hi, like that.
Oh.
I realize English probably isn't his language.
Yeah.
And then I say, where do I put my stuff? And he's got no idea what I said. And he's like, huh? And I'm like, oh, okay, don't worry. And I just kind of put it under the bed, whatever. I go out for the day, right? Do whatever. I walk around the streets of Berlin. It's a cool city, great city. Come back. He's still the only one in there by himself, right? And it's almost nighttime now. I've had a couple drinks. It's nighttime. All right, I sit in there. And I lie down on my bed. He's on his bed still, shirt off, laptop on. It's dark.
Gee, long session.
Yeah, long session.
Long session. Big
Um,
innings.
Then he starts asking me questions. And I'm kind of half drunk here. And I don't understand what he's saying. because it's in Spanish.
Yeah, it
He's
makes
from-
it tough.
He's from Cuba.
Cool.
He just
Yeah.
assumes you're going to speak Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm kind of, he's trying English though, half English, half Spanish, so I can understand it. And I kind of say, yeah, you know, you say, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, yeah. Then he asked me like 3 or 4 questions. I keep saying, yeah. Then he goes off to the bathroom and I'm like just chilling on my bed, like on my phone, doing whatever, watching Seinfeld. Nothing's changed, by the way. It's my same routine.
Yeah, nah, it's a good routine.
Yeah. And so I'm like kind of lying face on the wall on my phone. And all of a sudden, I feel like a hand on my ass. And he sat.
What? No way.
He sat at the end of my bed and he's put his hand on my ass and he said, "It's just you and me in here."
Oh, there's no
I'm
way.
I'm like, bro, like I start like laughing because I thought he was taking the piss. And I'm like, I know.
So, hang on. Can I just
It's
Jack's
nowhere
got-
near the end of the story, by the way.
So far, Jack's been sexually harassed, and then he's just made a gag and brushed it off.
Yeah, so far, right? So that, and he's like, and then he kind of like, you know, rubs his hand on my ass. So it's not just like, hey.
Fuck.
And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, do you want me to suck your dick?
Oh man!
I'm like, whoa. But he didn't say it that fluently.
Yeah, so
He
it's
just said, I suck your dick. Like he doesn't really speak English.
oh,
And I'm like, no. That's what I said. No. And his
Surely
hand's
he
still on
can
my ass.
understand
I don't have the balls to knock his hand on my ass yet.
Violencia.
So I get up Google Translate, and you know how it like throws a voice out. You Google Translate. So
Yeah.
I said I'm not gay,
Nice.
and the Aussie girl says I'm not gay in Spanish though.
Yeah.
To translate it. And he's like, oh, and then he starts laughing,
Yeah.
and then he kind of like keeps laugh, and then he gets his phone out, and then. It's just me and him in here, by the way. No one else is in the fucking room. And
Heart is
I
absolutely
was
beating
just
right
like,
now.
what's going on here? I probably had him though, so I wasn't too
all right.
scared.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he wasn't very big. And then he types off on his phone Spanish words. And I'm like, fuck, what's this going to be?
Yeah.
And then I hear like an English person say through his phone, I can suck your dick in your sleep though.
Oh,
And I'm like, no, that's not happening. This is fucked, isn't it?
Yes.
This is not okay.
No, this is
now
not
it's gone
okay.
And I
beyond.
said,
Did you
Yeah.
go to a different hostel?
No, I stayed here.
Fucking
Same
balls.
bed. It's not
Some
over yet.
balls on him.
It's not over. This should be really a Patreon story.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah. Anyway, it's grim, isn't it? And so I'm like, no, I'm not gay. I don't want to do anything translated. And he kind of gets the memo. He goes to his bed. Right. About 3 minutes later, I hear English translated. I will rape you. You can laugh. Like I
There's
was
no
laughing.
way.
I was laughing when I heard that. No joke, I was laughing.
Well, if you don't fucking laugh,
But
you-
he was laughing as well. He did it as like a joke. But
that's not a
Is he
fuck.
though?
All
at the
right.
same time though, that was pretty hefty thing to Google Translate.
Personally, I like edgy humor. That is fucked.
It was over
Yeah,
the top,
Oh.
and I'm
Well
like,
and truly.
holy fuck! Like I cannot believe.
Did
it.
you beat the shit out of him or something?
No,
Like,
I
what do you do?
I just laughed and I said, like, fuck off. Like
Yeah.
that's not happening.
yeah.
Yeah,
hell.
and it's just me and him. He's over there. I'm here,
I will rape you.
and I'm like kind of nervous in bed now.
yeah,
Like,
no
Going to
shit.
sleep, but I don't have the balls to pack up my shit and go
There's
something.
no way I would have stayed there.
Yeah, really.
There's zero chance. I would have just gone to the club next door and stayed there for 48 hours.
This is my first night in hostel.
Yeah.
And then
On
about-
your own?
Yeah, on my own.
experience.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm doing? Booking a flight home. That's it. I'm done.
It was-
That's
I
it.
hated Europe.
Yeah.
How was Europe? Shit. I got raped.
It was like not ideal, not perfect,
Far
not
from ideal.
Yeah.
That is nowhere near what I'd say is a good start to a trip.
yeah, not what you want on your first night. But then 2 English girls walked in finally,
Nice.
and that was like relief. Someone else is here, and I welcomed them wholeheartedly. Hey guys, how you doing? And they spoke English. I'm like, thank fuck, yes. Come on, these are your beds up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. What are your names? They were great. I hung out with them in Berlin for a while.
Damn.
But yeah, that was, and he left the next morning.
Good.
That was his
Yeah.
last night. Guy from Cuba. That was my first night in the hostel.
What a creep. I don't
that-
even know what to say.
Hand on the ass, like the first thing I felt.
I'm actually in shock. Like, I don't know what to say.
That's a it's a lot
Yeah.
to take in.
That
I
was
was not
my first
expecting
night
that.
in Berlin. Berlin's my favorite.
Well, at least
place
we got it
by-
on camera now, so if we want to give it to the cops or something. So that's good.
Is that sexual assault?
Well,
Borderline.
if that's a bloke to a female, then
Yeah, imagine if
They're
you
in
did
all
that to a
sorts.
chick.
Yeah, all sorts. Yeah.
You wouldn't be here. You'd
But
be
he was
in
gay.
county prison in Beechworth or something.
Yeah. So it turns out when he was talking to me and I kept saying yeah,
Oh,
he was
saying-
asking me if I was gay.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you're like,
And I was
yep.
like, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Are you
You would've
gay? You
seemed
sure
real
you're gay?
keen
You don't
to-
look gay. Are you gay?
Probably
You're not
thought I
gay.
was so keen.
Yeah, you're going, yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, mate.
absolutely.
I wish I knew Spanish and I was in the room and Jack's just going, yeah.
Dude, the
Gee,
look
this
on my
bloke's
face.
keen, isn't he?
The look on my face, dude.
man. Gee, that's just a...
That was my first night. A bit of a story. Yeah, I've got a lot of stories, but that I saved that one. I didn't want you to hear that until I.
Yeah, well, now I've heard it.
And that was like my first week in Europe, so I've been holding
Wow.
on. That was 2 months plus now
Yeah.
ago.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a while ago. So
Gee.
I've recovered.
You've done well on
Okay,
that.
One hell of a
Emotionally.
night in Berlin.
Berlin was my favorite city, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Based off
Hope
that
it got
story.
better after
What?
that.
That was great, though. Not that,
Yeah.
but everything
Yeah,
else
no.
was just great. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Mm.
Gee, that is a snippet into Patreon content.
That was a
if I've
story. And I'm not a
ever-
huge storyteller. I kind of bring up weird things. I don't really tell stories. So
That's
there's a
right.
bit of a change
That's all right. We like the change up.
for the return.
All right.
Yeah.
So I reckon,
What?
because I know you got 1,000 stories, all the ones you've got with Noxie, we'll hold on to when he gets back,
Yeah.
and we'll just.
I've
punt
got
them.
some things that I found funny that aren't stories, that are talking points.
Yeah, I reckon I got a few of them. Gee, are we rusty out of 10?
Oh, gee. First pod back. Slow.
Must check the phone immediately.
Should we get off the Europe for a bit? Because I don't want to drown the audience in Europe.
Fair enough, because they're seeing it on Instagram stories.
Now, I've got this off Seinfeld, kinda, but it's kind of.
Oh, that's new?
Yeah.
Gee, you found something on Seinfeld.
And
that
Brett,
was
you might be
funny?
able to relate to this because you've been in a relationship for a while.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now, when you have a girlfriend and you have like mates that the worlds, all right? The worlds theory. Do you have worlds?
Yeah.
You got your girlfriend world, you get friends world, you get family world.
Yep.
Do your friends hang out with your wife? Like, do your worlds collide in that way? Ever?
Not without me, no.
Not without you.
No.
If they did happen without you, how comfortable would you feel about that?
Oh, very uncomfortable.
Why is that the case?
I don't know. Because I'm friends with them.
Yeah. Wait, do you reckon it's got something to do with I feel like you're the connection piece between the two groups of people.
The glue.
And without you there, it's kind of like, what's this? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Like-
if you're not there,
For
I don't know.
example, if you don't have a sister, do you?
No.
No. Fuck.
damn it.
Shit.
But say Brett had a sister.
Say Brett had a sister.
Yeah.
Michelle. If she asked to hang out with Em, would you feel weird about that?
Well, no.
No?
But that's, yeah. No.
No. I would find that quite strange.
Yeah, you got a pretty good point, but
If your partner was hanging out with your sister.
Yeah. Like they hang out together. Is that weird or am I just weird?
If you...
Or
But
like
how did they meet? Did they know...
if your mates are asking your missus or girlfriend, I hate the word, I don't love the word missus,
Yeah, no. fair.
to hang out when you're not around. Like say you're off somewhere
Yeah.
and they've asked your girlfriend, what are you doing tonight? Do you want to come out for a few drinks? Would you find that weird or is that normal?
I think I would find that weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be strange.
that's stepping over a line, isn't
Uncomfortable?
it? Yeah, but if like if I hang out with Mrs. Brother or something, that's fine. So
Yeah.
you've just thrown the opposite gender in there.
Yeah.
Does it ruin things?
I don't think it... my gut feeling is it's pretty normal. And it's not that strange.
Mm.
I would just find it weird. Because I'm weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's
I don't know,
common. Like
though.
that happens...
But would you hang out comfortably with
I
one
would
of your
find it-
friends girlfriends.
Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing
To
for worlds to collide?
it's a terrible thing. Yeah. No, worlds can't collide.
You don't like
That's the
worlds.
whole thing, isn't it? They
Yeah.
can't collide. Yeah.
They can't collide
Don't let your worlds collide.
because it goes to shit apparently,
Yeah.
which I find weird.
I've thought if you got the balance of all the worlds being able to connect while not being, I don't know, forced on each other, that's like the ideal thing. So then you're not, I don't know, if you feel like, so I'm initially thinking if you're like worlds, you don't want your worlds to collide, it's kind of like if you're in each different setting, you're kind of different yourself. Like if they're different groups, you kind of act differently in different scenarios.
Different person, you're
Yeah,
a different version
and
of yourself.
Yeah, and I don't like that as an idea.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be able to go in and out between any of them and just be the same.
I'm definitely different versions of myself in different worlds. My family world is nothing like, I'm nothing like myself in my family world as I am in my friend world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, absolutely.
They're the biggest contrast. For
I think
sure.
that's
Yeah.
the biggest contrast, 100%.
Yeah.
But the girlfriend world and the friends world, I mean, hey,
Yeah.
Hey, you know, all
kn-
for it.
yeah,
Don't know what
Do you
I
say you're the same?
I'm single, but I would say they're very similar.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird if they want to. Is it weird though? If
What?
it's your partner,
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't your sister want to hang out with your partner?
They should be able to hang out
Yeah. they should-
You would
yeah, that's
hope
fine.
so,
in
wouldn't you?
harmony.
Yeah,
Everything should go smoothly.
yeah.
Do you reckon they talk shit about you?
Oh, absolutely.
But you'd
Gee,
be the
there would
gluing
be so much-
conversation, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a toxic thing to think about? Like, it's not weird as long as you're like the main part of that. Because that's what I'm thinking. It's like, if you're not like the main,
point of conversation.
yeah, in that,
It's weird.
yeah.
Do you reckon though?
If your
Like, if I had a
girlfriend,
sister and
But
was hanging out
if
with
it
my
wasn't, they were like basically hanging out, pretend like you didn't even exist almost. Like you were not even relevant in this kind of friendship. That would be weird, I guess.
so to an extreme, you think your girlfriend and your sister shouldn't be talking unless they're talking about you.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just throwing this out there as like, what makes us, why do we feel uncomfortable about it? I'm trying to piece it together.
Well, I think that's fine. A sister and your wife, your girlfriend, whatever,
Yeah.
hanging out. That's fine.
Yeah. What was the part you thought was strange?
If like, it was more about the friends. If like one of your friends was hanging out with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's the bit
Oh,
that's uncomfortable.
oh yeah, no, I don't like that
Yeah,
at
I
all.
like that.
I thought you were talking about your like your sister hanging out.
I
going
was,
out.
but the friends as well.
The friends
Yeah.
one, nah. Family, anyone can hang out with my
Yeah.
girlfriend. Like, you know, I wouldn't care. But the friends, all right, mate,
No.
sit down.
Is that weird? You don't like those collide?
It's weird. But I've also kind of had that with my mates' girlfriends as well, which is strange to think, you know, because I'd like go to uni and be in a uni class with them.
Oh yeah.
And we'd like,
That's almost forced interaction, though. This is chosen interaction. Hey,
Like-
what are you doing?
yeah, like I'm
wouldn't-
not going out of my way to hang out with my mate's
Yeah,
girlfriend.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going out
That-
for it. Yeah.
That is dodgy.
Dodgy?
I don't like that behaviour.
Yeah.
That's
On-
just sleazebag behaviour,
Sleazebag.
in my opinion.
What does that mean?
It's not good.
Sleazebag.
Sleazebag.
I've got another point of conversation.
I like the first one, so let's hear this one.
This is a bit different, though. So I went to Europe with my sister for a
Did
bit.
you?
Oh, fuck off.
No, he went to Europe. Jack went to Europe. He was
Jack
fucking-
went to
No
Europe.
way.
Oh, he's so independent and fucking awesome. Gee, he's grown up so much.
Oh man.
He's changed. He's found himself.
Oh, stop, please.
Yeah, I found myself in Berlin getting raped by a Cuban. Anyway, I was in
We're live and loose.
yeah, we are. I was in Sorrento
Portsy.
with my sister. No, not Portsy.
Lawn pen.
Like the fancy beach, whatever,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
everyone posts
Yep.
the cliffs photos.
Yeah.
Sorrento with Grace, my sister, Leah and Molly, who are two family friends.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's this shop called, this is in London actually. Screw the Sorrento. There's this
Alright.
shop called
Oh.
Brandy Melville, right?
Yep.
And it's controversial because it only sells one size of clothing.
That's cool.
What are your thoughts on that?
Cool. I just reckon the idea is cool.
They only
'Cause
sell
it's-
one size, and it's super controversial because
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the size?
just I don't know, like it's
'Cause
Did you try something on?
no, it's women's clothes.
Oh, well, that, you know.
It's only women's clothes.
Did he say that or am I an idiot?
No, he didn't actually.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
I don't
my
think
bad.
No, I was just checking.
It's only women's clothes, and
Yep.
rather, thin
Yeah. Model kind of.
model,
Like real
yeah.
skinny.
Traditional model.
Well, they don't really cater for the plus size. I'll say that.
And
Yeah.
it disgusts me. And I hate it.
All right.
And I want that to be
Tell us what you
clear.
really think.
What are our
And now I've
thoughts on
said that.
Like,
What's the idea behind them doing that?
it kind of shocked me when I walked in there and Grace said, this shop only has one size of clothing and it's quite controversial.
Mm.
Was it her size?
She was in there having a look, so
Yeah, you didn't go around and try this on.
no, I didn't really say try that.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Is that okay, you reckon? It does well. Like
I don't know.
it's-
Well, there's like
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, if it's a really fat, I don't know. That's the appeal.
It's quite casual clothing.
Yeah. Like, is that then saying there should be a shop for size 6, size 8, size
Yeah.
10, like different
Large.
shops?
Yeah,
Mm,
it's not very.
inclusive.
Not even that. Just like as a business model, I wouldn't say it's very efficient.
They do very well because people
Okay,
shop there.
I was
Shut
wrong.
up, Bunsey.
Yeah.
Because if you're wearing something from Brandy Melville, it's almost like
Oh,
a symbol saying.
So it's like a.
I'm that size.
I'm that size. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, really? So it goes that way. So
I
it's
think
not,
so.
It's not even like
I think so.
saying I'm wearing a Louis Vuitton or Gucci.
Nah, it's-
even another thing saying like I'm a model.
I'm
a model size.
I can wear Brandy Melville.
Ah, that's interesting.
So it was the first time I've really kind of encountered it, and I wanted to hear your thoughts on it.
yeah, I've never heard of that. That's kind of. I don't really have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
There'd be
It's
so
kinda
many
cool.
people. I feel like they'd be judging each other. Like you'd see someone down there like
Oh yeah,
they shouldn't be wearing Brandy Melville,
Yeah.
but they're trying to.
yeah.
That sort of thing.
No, but there would also be people like, oh, we're Brandy Melville or whatever. You're not because you don't.
It's a bit of a
No.
cock white. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Yeah. It's not. I wouldn't be shopping there.
no way.
No.
It's kind of like a.
It's an elite.
I didn't like it,
It's
yeah.
an elite club kind of.
Yeah, it feels
bullshit.
like an elite club
Yeah.
kind of rubbish shop.
that kind of. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that.
Did Grace want to go here? Like she said, I want to go.
I just walked in there with her
Yeah.
because I have to follow. What the fuck can you do?
Yeah,
Like we've all been shopping with girls.
yeah.
It's tough.
It's not
sometimes.
fun. It's
You're
not-
dragged along, aren't you?
it is
You
a-
get dragged along. Yeah, and we walk in there and Grace says, "Yeah,
Wait, here.
That's interesting. I've never heard of that.
yeah,
Ah.
That's kind of cool.
cool."
What's the?
Well, I don't
wasn't
know,
there a men's
interesting.
one that's like plus size? What's that one? There's one here. Is it Lowe's or is it something like that?
Yeah, Lowe's. Yeah,
Is that a
Big.
thing?
Is that the one?
Big polos, big
Yeah.
shirts,
Isn't that big?
big, big,
Big.
It's all big.
Big. Come here.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I thought I've seen the Big Johnnies or whatever in Frankston. What's it called? Orange shop.
Well, everything's just big.
Yeah, it's up the top near
Johnnies.
Osmosis.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I forgot what
it's
it's
not
called.
Big Johnnies. I think the name John might be in there. I don't know though.
Yeah.
Is it a plus size place?
It's just big clothes. Yeah,
It's-
like
yeah.
triple, quadruple XL sort of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't. What's the biggest size out there? For it, like, I don't know anything. I've never seen anything past 4XL.
They have to be way bigger than that.
6? Do you reckon someone's
least.
double digits? 10XL?
10XL. Fuck, that's big. The way the fashion industry's going, we'll be wearing that soon. Wearing
mean,
some big
I won't be
clothes.
wearing
You can make them whatever you want, really. But yeah, on the shelf, you mean?
Yeah, on the shelf. 6XL? Surely you
Yeah.
don't go bigger than 6XL.
6XL.
I rarely see 3, let alone 4.
I've seen 4. I've never seen a 5 or a 6.
But what's Lowe's might have? Like
yeah.
that's a standard 6XL.
Yeah.
Lows.
I think is that the right one?
Yeah,
Is it
that's the one
Lowe's?
I'm thinking of. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It's weird.
I got another one.
Here we
I've
go.
Got, I got a lot of content.
Yeah.
We're
I got
good
some-
for 20 episodes.
Yeah,
like,
that's good.
now I had a cough on the train, right? I caught a lot of trains in Europe.
Yeah.
Fucking lots of trains.
Good transport.
And
Where were you? Sorry.
I was in Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah. And it was loud enough and I was self-aware enough that it was getting people's attention and it was like a bad cough. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
felt bad.
But what do you do?
Well, you can't do much. But I realized because someone else had a cough and I thought to myself, that's disgusting. But it got me thinking, and this doesn't include me at all, exclude me out of this. Is it more acceptable for an attractive person to have a really bad cough than it is for a seriously unattractive person to have a really bad same cough? Sounds the exact same. Say there's some girl who's like 21 and has a really bad cough next year. Why is
Yeah.
that more acceptable than if there's some huge dude like pimples all over his face with the exact same cough?
Right, can I give you the politically correct answer?
It's a
To
thing
start,
though,
It was
isn't it?
both, Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't matter who's coughing. It's gross either way.
Yeah.
But
I have a lot more leniency on the cough if you are an attractive woman. Of
Exactly.
course.
Why is that a thing?
My initial reaction would be like, oh, you're all right.
Yeah.
If that's a big fella, you pig, mate. You're disgusting. Get away from me.
Exact same cough.
Yeah, exact same cough.
Yeah.
But that's just, that's subconscious. That's terrible by me.
The attractive people get further in life than the less attractive, I
Oh.
reckon. 100%.
yes.
Is it a thing?
Yes.
Oh.
It is.
Why?
More attractive.
Yeah, but like,
It's a good start. It's a good starting point.
give me something here, Brett. You're old. You should know. Yeah,
He's not that old.
It
No,
got
I'm
me
not that
thinking. It's with everything. It's not just a cough.
No, it's not.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
It's not a fair world out there.
Oh, no, it's not. And if you think it's a fair world, you're an idiot. That's reasonable to say.
Yeah.
Nothing's handed to anyone. But people have head starts, and that's
Head start.
that
That's
people
what
have
they-
head starts.
So
That's
is
the
that a
thing.
head start?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of bullshit.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
It sucks, but that's how it is.
But like,
Here comes the equality stuff. Here comes our equality segment.
you say you got a receptionist and you've got two people to pick from. Who are you picking? You got one.
If they're the exact same person, but personality
Yeah.
wise.
Same customer
Yeah.
service, same both work hard. Who are you picking? We know who we're picking. There is no question.
There's every chance that even if the plus size person, if that's what we're discussing, whatever.
Who said that, mate? You bringing that
Mate,
up?
Did you
No,
say?
no.
Hang on.
Hang
Did
on,
Brett
wait.
say plus size people are disgusting?
No,
I am
Brett.
No.
completely against that, and I hate it.
It's not what I
And
said.
that mindset makes me sick. All right.
I think Hanra started that, didn't he?
Plus size is a nice way of saying fat.
It is. It's polite. It's not polite.
But no, it's not polite. Person of size.
Person of
Yeah.
Person
Let's
of
scrap that. Jack will edit that out anyway.
yeah. It's not.
Nah, that'll stay, won't it?
Yeah, that'll stay. All right, I'll contribute
Move
now.
on.
All right.
So-
We're just reeling off content here. This isn't even random chat like normal.
Yeah, this is just. Well, I've just thought of things when you're
I've
away, and I'm
thought
like,
of so
points.
much as well. Have you thought of anything, Brett?
No, I thought you guys would have heaps. So I'm like, no.
yeah.
No way.
So, when you see on the news, right? You'd be like, $1 million for any information on this missing person.
Okay, yeah.
How much information? Because that's a very broad topic. Yeah, I went to school with him. He's about 6 foot.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you for $1 million.
That's
Like-
not a bad gag, actually. You could use that.
Right, I'll just stay in my notes in. But like that's just, and it annoys me because no, the information has to be critical to the investigate. You have to basically, what they're basically saying, if you find him, you get $1 million.
Yeah.
Well, shit, if you can't find him, what fucking hope am I?
It's like any information that leads to the capture of this person, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
right?
but also you could be like, oh, I think I saw him here, and then they like go back to CCT, whatever. They look at the footage and they're like, oh no, there he goes. He's walked out here with someone. And then they go investigate this person. Then they find him. Does he still get the $1 million?
He
'Cause he
should.
wouldn't have been there otherwise. No, there's no way they're giving him the $1
He
million.
should, though.
He should.
Yeah, I agree.
I just don't know how much information you got to give. Blue hair, green eyes. Like, what do you want?
I saw him 10 years ago.
Sorry, 10 years ago.
I knew his sister. Best mates with my brother.
You could say that. I always think with those, like the wanted signs, how they have like a photo of him. It's like they've taken a photo of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, why didn't you hold on to him while you were taking his photo?
Yeah. You had him. That's
had
your
him.
fault.
You let him go.
Oh, yeah, wanted photos. I like the it's like always exaggerated features. Do you reckon they do that? Like, you know how like it could like this is what they look like by the description, like someone's drawn up something. Do you reckon they give him a really big nose just to piss him off? Like, do you reckon they do little things like
those
that?
cartoon ones,
Like,
they got,
oh, his ears are huge.
massive
Like,
ears.
and he's looking at, my ears aren't that big. Are you kidding me? Everyone out there thinks I'm an idiot.
I'm going to go
Like,
tell him.
I'm going to go tell
I'm
him.
going to go in there.
Wait, just
oh, take it easy on
photo.
the ears.
Yeah,
That's a soft spot.
it's misleading.
Yeah.
You'll never find me with those ears. That is true. I've
It's
always
weird.
wanted to go after one of those wanted people or a missing person. Help out a bit.
Yeah, but we actually can't do much. We can't detain anyone.
That's not going to end well.
Well, where do you start? You get a missing wanted sign or whatever.
Mm.
You got to go in there and ask, all right, what are our clues so far? I want to be in on the case.
Yeah, and they're like, no.
No.
That's what the police would say.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
no.
do you want help or not? It's
That is true.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want help?
Don't you have a team
Oh,
for
but
this
they're-
sort of thing?
Yeah.
Detective Barnes?
Yeah.
I heard something recently on missing things
Mm.
about you know, you see the posters on like a street sign or something.
Yeah.
saying missing. It's like missing bird, like missing budgie or something. Like
Oh,
Budgie.
he's fucking gone, man. It's a bird.
it's funny because
fine,
it's
like-
like Steve's
He's
missing.
gone.
Steve's not coming back.
Steve's long gone, mate.
Oh, imagine your parrot Steve's flown away and you're out the backyard. Steve, what do you reckon that's doing? There's no
Nothing.
chance he's going to be like, oh, there we go. We better go back.
Nothing. He
I'm
probably
wanted.
hated the cage. He's now got the world to himself.
Yeah,
He's out
got
of
a
his
bigger cage now.
Why is he going back to his cage?
There is no way. Yeah. Slightest, moment of freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it's enough. I'll go back in the cage inside where it's dark and shit.
That is true. Missing bird.
Missing bird. That's
It's
insane.
gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
I don't really understand
It's a
why
lost
people
cause.
get
Yeah.
pet birds. I reckon that's the strangest pet.
Mm.
I
'Cause-
feel like that's a bit cruel.
What, having a bird as a
Having-
pet?
Well, yeah, you're depriving it of its kind of life.
Mm.
You could say that about any animal, couldn't you?
You could.
Well, a dog can still run around and eat food and, look fluffy.
Yeah, he's got
and-
more freedom, I guess.
The bird cage, like, not great.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you know how long a galah lives for?
How long?
80 years.
80 years.
That is not great. That's
Is that actually
long.
right?
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
80 years.
I'm not lying.
Really?
Get
So
him at
you could get
20, you're gone. He's going to your funeral.
There's no point oh, that's actually smart.
That's
the
a-
first pet should be a galah. It'll stick with you.
Yeah, that's true.
Or a tortoise. That thing will outlast 3 generations.
giant ones.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
giant one. 500-year-old turtle.
Yeah, true.
Can't do much, but
No,
No.
not a very exciting pet. Can't slow walk around the block.
yeah. Now,
Take him a
Timmy, this
turtle
is
for a
turtle's been around for 3 generations. He hasn't moved for 100 years. Say hi to him. His name's Frank.
All right, so I saw this post on Out and About, and
Out and about.
just on the social media, and it was like what girls, like icks and shit like that, and things people
Yeah.
find weird, and I hate it.
Not
and
a fan of the ick.
And
Yeah.
but what concerned me more was how many they were naming that I actually did,
Oh.
and I'm like, that's not ideal.
Wait, who's this person?
There was just someone online, so I was going to read
Oh,
them out
okay.
for you, and I was trying to see how many
I
you
do.
How many we
reckon
can
you
tick off?
actually do, because there's a
Okay.
lot here that I
Okay.
do. And
So
I'm
they're
like,
very
oh,
picky.
yeah. So like one's like having your phone light on with your phone in your pocket.
I don't do that.
I've done that many times.
Really?
And I'm like, I feel like an 80-year-old bloke.
Like deliberately.
Not deliberately,
Oh, okay.
but like when you see someone do that.
So they find that unattractive.
Apparently that's unattractive.
Oh, geez, this is a good start, isn't it?
Getting knocked over
She's
easily
single.
by like waves in the surf. Say you're going out like body surfing and you're like walking out and you get hit by a wave and you're like, oh, apparently that's unattractive. That's a bit harsh, isn't
That
it?
is harsh.
Mate, I'm frail. That's happening to me.
It's,
Often.
it's happened to me a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. This
I know.
How
girl is
still-
single.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
She will be
Yeah.
for a while.
Gee, loosen up.
She said driving the speed limit. I'm like,
Oh, no. Well,
yeah, coward,
yeah.
apparently.
Jesus. What do you want me to go?
This one I thought was funny. Walking into a crowded room and not knowing where to stand or sit. Because that's
that's everyone.
especially if you're following your mate into a room. And you're like, mate, you brought me here. And now he's like, oh, yeah, we'll go over here.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, mate.
Help me out.
And then you go stand over there. All right, do you want to get a drink? Yeah, all right. And then you go back to the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a bit of that in Europe.
That would be. Well, you have
Yeah.
no idea where you're going the whole time. So
I went to a club once and with a guy I don't know. And we, what?
this is works.
Wasn't the
I've got
bloke
a
from
story.
Berlin, was it?
Yeah, and we paid €30 entry. Which is a lot, $50.
Jesus. That's steep.
Yeah. into a
Is that
club in-
expensive for Europe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, club was shit. Playing that music that we all know and hate. Hotel, motel. That bullshit. I hate that music. I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of that.
The sing along kind of
Oh,
shit.
Brett's cramping. Here we go. You're
Actually
all right.
cramping in my hammy.
Yeah, and
Yep.
me and some guy from New Zealand, there was 2 levels. We went up the top
That's cool though.
and stood up there for 30 minutes on our own, didn't say a word to each other and just looked at the dance floor. And it was shit. And we left.
yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Woeful. Never going back.
Yeah, fair enough.
That was it.
And that's the story.
That's the story.
Okay.
Not going to make the trip for that one.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to that.
Hey, we'll cut it out.
Hey, look, I'm not done yet. There's more to
Only if
cut
you
out.
Cut the bit earlier.
When guys ask girls what their tattoos mean, I think that in general just sucks.
You can't do that.
I have done that, and it has ended poorly for me.
What tattoo was it?
I'll be honest. I felt so bad for this because I didn't even see the tattoo. I'm like, oh, that's a cool tattoo. Like, when did you get that? Or I start like, just small talk. She's like, oh, when my dad passed away.
Oh.
And I was just like,
Not ideal.
like you're kidding. Lie for me. Like, we're not really close mates. We won't ever talk again.
It's
Yeah.
my star sign.
It's my star
Oh,
sign. I would have been
no.
like, and that's my sign for me to leave
Yeah.
because I'm not talking about that.
Brett, what are your thoughts on star signs?
I've got the exact same thoughts as you guys.
Oh, I forgot what mine was. What was yours?
Load of junk.
You know that psychic place that we mentioned a few pods ago?
Yeah, we'll go there.
We drive home every day and past that house that has a psychic reading sign out the front.
Yeah.
That sign's gone. So
Wow.
how'd their business go? Like,
Yeah, good sustainable business practice.
it didn't work.
Shitter.
I noticed that, and I almost flashed you when I was behind one of you the other day.
Yeah,
No, I
true.
hadn't noticed. I'll check next time.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah. That's concerning, isn't it? For
Not
the
good for any
psychic
business to go down, but
Yeah,
not a
that-
great idea to begin with.
Thought that industry would be thriving with all their returning customers that have received great information from what I hear. No, I'm not getting stuck in. I think I've had my piece on them. A lot of people have disagreed with me, and that is fine.
No one disagreed with you when you said that.
No, not many.
Did you get some bad feedback?
No.
We got people promoting their own like psychic readings in comments and stuff. I'm like, that's not the. Did you actually listen to what we just
actually
posted?
did do that. Yeah, that happened.
I'm like, chances that's not the right Yeah, this is not your
You're
platform
on the
to
wrong
promote
yeah.
because our audience, I don't think, agrees with you right now.
To be fair, we don't cop enough negative feedback. Like, we don't cop much at all. Being
Yeah.
honest, like,
Yeah, it's pretty
we
good.
should cop way more constructive criticism at least. I would like to see some constructive criticism.
I wouldn't personally. I'm fragile and scared.
No.
You don't reckon?
You don't want criticism.
What can we improve on?
Oh, where do we start?
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to hear it.
I
There's
think
a
most
lot.
of the things you say are what other people are thinking.
Really?
You're just the
Maybe.
one saying it.
I think we've had a go. We've fat shamed quite a lot this podcast.
Yeah. Don't link back.
Actually, no, that was Brett.
That was Brett.
Yeah, that was Brett.
He was
I
doing
don't
it for
think so.
fucking hours before that we even got rolling as well.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
letting him
Come
go.
on,
Yeah, you should have heard him before. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
All right. So here's a question:
like
does
him.
poison go off?
Oh, I don't know.
Does poison go
Can
off?
poison go off?
No.
I don't know.
It can't, can it?
Uh,
There's no use by date for poison.
I don't know. Does the box have a use by date?
But what? Why?
Like a rat
How can it
sack or
go? How
something,
can it go
like-
off?
I don't know.
It can only get worse, which means it only gets more effective.
Yeah, that means it's getting better with age. It's like wine.
Poison.
Like does wine go off?
No, it doesn't. I mean, after 10,000 years, you can't think wine could still be good, can you?
No.
It's got about the 20-year limit where it gets real good.
So does it kind of like plateau and then slowly fall? I don't know. But like there could be like a 50-year bottle of Grange or something, and everyone would be like, "Oh,
Grange.
Yeah.
What if there's this, 100-year-old bottle of Raid Kill poison that you put one spray out there, you kill the whole suburb? It's that effective. It's that
I'd say that's liquid gold.
liquid gold. I'd want that in my house,
Well,
especially for the huntsman.
if it's for the purpose of killing, and it is somehow turned 10 times more effective, I don't think it's off at all. I think it's on.
It's on. It's on.
So it is on.
You'd use it at Huntsman Planet.
Oh, don't get me started on them, mate.
Throwback.
Huntsman Planet.
Gee whiz. I've heard
Have
that.
your thoughts changed on Huntsman Planet?
No.
No. It's still out there,
Yeah,
isn't
no,
it?
it could be anything.
Yeah, it could be.
No, that's completely wrong.
That is ridiculous. I've got some content if you feel a bit stuck, mate.
No, I got one thing, but it's a
It
bit.
was like, oh, do I
It's a
bring it
bit.
up or-
It's
I
a
feel
bit.
like you're a bit tentative on some of these topics.
Yeah, well, because I've written a few down. I'm like, oh, gee.
Gee,
I
why
was in
do
a
I-
confident mindset when I wrote this down. All right, I'll say this because I was just a bit confused, and I don't know how I got this, but I'll see if I want to cut this out because if I feel like so hens and bucks parties, right?
Yeah.
What's a hen party?
That's like
Not
the
the bucks, but
yeah,
the
bucks
hens
for the
one,
girls.
The female.
and
Okay. Never heard
You
of
know
it.
how-
No.
Never been to a buck?
do you know how traditionally like it's all guys go to the bucks, all girls go to the hens? What's like the go with non-binary people?
Good question, actually.
We're going here.
No, that's actually not a bad
Because
question.
like say they were originally like a man, but now they're non-binary. Like they are non-binary. Being a man before is not really relevant, but just for to try
Yeah.
and put in perspective, can they go to a hens party?
What is non-binary? Identifying.
They don't identify with a gender.
They don't identify with a gender.
They have no agenda.
so they could go to either.
Yeah.
Is what they're.
Yeah,
They, them.
is that the loophole we've been looking for?
I am non-binary. I get to go to both.
So you get to- Do they get choice with toilets, just quietly?
That's also
Oh,
literally
yeah.
what I wrote down. That is great that you brought. Like, what
That's a good
toilet do you go in?
Yeah. Which one's less busy? I'm going to go to that one.
I think this is. I think there's only positives for non-binary since we've started talking about it. But like these things, I'm just thinking like, what do you do?
There's actually some
Hey.
benefits to it.
Oh, there's a few. Well, there's two.
Some life conveniences to be in Bondi.
Bon-binary.
Fucking hell, it's all falling apart. The return episode, ladies and gentlemen.
That's awesome.
Oh, Aiden. Yeah, Jesus. Nah.
Mm.
And you still get to go to the disabled toilet. I love going to disabled
Well,
toilet.
hang
You
on.
go there.
Non-binary has
That's
nothing to do with
with that, yeah.
disability.
I know, but they've got 3 to choose from. I've only got 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we go disabled.
I
as
love
well.
going
Yeah.
disabled toilet.
I'm going to get off my horse here. Yeah, of course. Absolutely, I'm going to take a dump in the disabled toilet.
Disabled
Do you
toilet.
know how much space and
Oh.
privacy I have in there?
Yeah.
It is unbelievable.
Oh,
I got
it's
everything
amazing.
in there.
Nothing worse than coming out.
Shower?
Why is
May
there a
as well.
shower in the disabled toilet? And the seat's a little bit higher. It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is good. There's maybe a bidet in there.
Yeah, a
It's
bit
nice.
of a bit of a sink, private sink,
Yeah, it is just good.
infinite toilet paper, whole room. It's great. Not good when you come out of there and there's someone in a wheelchair waiting to go in though.
That hasn't happened.
That's
surely.
happened.
To you?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, not ideal. I said the main toilets were full, but that's happened. Yeah, not ideal.
Nah,
Yeah.
awkward.
He was fine with it though. He didn't care.
True.
Good bloke. Yeah, plays tennis.
Yeah. Okay, I've got some
I'm
more
joking.
things here. So this is I've seen a lot. Here's one thing I've seen on a lot of Europe posts.
Well, the Europe posts. You're not getting these really, are you?
Oh, from like Noxie and you guys.
Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
No, is that what you mean?
Well,
Like
just- there's
Instagram
peop-
stories
yeah.
and posts and stuff.
A little bit.
Little bits?
Yeah.
Not heaps, but
Yeah.
Because I've been seeing a lot of. It's weird. So like a lot of things go wrong in Europe because you're on the road and you just rough and ready. You just got to do what you got to do.
Hmm.
But I always see a post like small win for the good guys.
Oh. I know what this is about. That's an inside joke.
this is
Oh,
it's in one of your posts, is it?
It's not one of my posts, but do you want me to take you through it or not?
You can go through it. It's up to you.
It's a bit cringe.
oh,
I didn't love it, but Kyle would have hated it. I knew he would have hated it the whole time, and I can clearly see he's been struggling with it. Do you want to
go for it, Jack.
So the group I travelled with, the Noxie and Co.
Yeah.
Anko.
Yeah, the
That's
group.
his name, Anko.
And co.
They
Anko.
called themselves the good guys.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why. I didn't make it up. I just went with it.
So you're one of the good guys.
Oh, I suppose.
Oh,
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the good guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
I knew
man.
Kyle would have
isn't
hated
it?
it. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So what happened here? Like,
Oh, and I start seeing because it must have been a group chat or something, and it filtered into your posts, and I started noticing it, and now I'm just like, oh, these blokes are calling themselves the good guys. Everyone thinks they're the good guys.
there's a Spotify playlist called The Good Guys.
Oh man,
I'm
who
not
came up
really
with
a
it?
part of it
Exclusively
though.
shop
I'm
at
not
The
as a
Good
part
Guy.
of it.
that's all right.
I fucked
He's
off for a
quickly
bit.
jumped out, hasn't he?
No, fair enough. I would have done the same thing.
I didn't love it
Who
though.
came up with it?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Self-appointed good guys.
The Good Guys.
The
Yeah.
Good Guys.
So they. Oh, I don't want to fucking. These are my mates.
Yeah,
so,
you don't want to throw them.
That's all right. I've got another thing to
As
say.
long as
real
they're
quick.
happy with it.
What?
So, the concept of boiling water, right?
This is totally off topic.
This is not relevant, but I wrote it down. I'm like, this is actually a really good point. Why does boiling an egg make it hard, but boiling pasta make it soft?
It's actually true.
It's a good one.
Mm-hmm. I'll let you sit with that for a couple of minutes.
Why did you write this down? Were you boiling an egg?
I was having a boiled egg and making pasta for the next day for work.
Well, it cooks it. So egg white being
Yeah.
cooked.
You can try and explain it.
I'm not
Or we
explaining.
can leave it out.
We'll leave
Leave
it
it in
out.
the
That's
ethos.
us.
or whatever.
Pasta's soft anyway. It's only because they've dried it that's hard. Like if you make pasta from fresh, it's soft.
It is soft.
Well,
Yeah.
an egg, this is going to sound dumb, but an egg is soft. Well, liquid. That's as soft as it gets,
Yeah, yeah.
in my opinion. Can't get much softer than liquid.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So how come? Yeah.
It gets hard in a.
Yeah, but it gets hard.
I don't know.
That's
would
one,
it?
Well,
It's one for the good guys.
Oh, in lava, would it get soft? Because I feel like if something melts, it gets softer. Or is that just the
that-
dumbest
that's
thing
that-
you've ever heard?
No. Would it? All right. Say we had, we cracked it.
Such an us topic.
Oh, this is so
Say we
Melting
crack-
a boiled egg.
Cracked an
Fuck's
egg
sake.
into lava. No, but say we cracked an egg into lava.
yeah.
Would it go straight to cooked and then to melt, or would it go straight to melt?
Oh, this is the dumbest topic.
I don't know. Just
This
gotta
is
put it
why
out
we
there.
brought you in to level us out when we get to.
Should
this
I go back
stage.
on topic or what? Oh, that was on topic.
Yeah, what'd you do this week? No, it'd
So we had
melt.
a good week.
It'd melt.
It'd melt. Oh, we're going back to the egg. Okay,
Oh,
understood.
we're done.
I don't know.
Yeah, it goes straight.
Be a bit overcooked, you reckon?
Yeah, it'd be overdone.
That's firm.
You'd send it back.
That is very firm.
I like a dippy egg. That is rock.
Dippy egg.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Did you
Alright.
bring anything to the pod this week, Brett? You know,
Have you brought
no.
anything
We
to
asked you
contribute?
5 days ago if you wanted to
Come
come
off
on.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I wasn't bringing anything.
Well, you've been on here before. Is there any difference being on this time, not including you switching
button pusher?
the buttons? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh. What do
Has it
you
been
mean
worse?
different? Has it been worse?
Yeah.
No, this is better, I reckon.
You reckon
Yeah,
this is
nice.
better?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got us on the right camera now, or what's going on?
It's been on camera 3 the whole time, so the
Jumping
screen's been
around.
black.
No, I was
fun.
getting quizzed last time, so
Yeah.
I've
That's
got
So it's tough. What was like, did you have like a highlight day? That's so tough because it's all different kind. Like there would have been like an awesome party day. There would have been a cool exploring day.
like I went on a boat party in Prague at night time, which was great. Through like near the Charles Bridge, which is like 700 years old. That was fucking cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, it was. Prague's cheap. Go to Prague. You'd like Prague.
But then you also went to Scandinavia as well.
Yeah, so I went to Scandinavia. Yeah, went to Denmark, Sweden, and Norway.
Let's discuss Scandinavia, shall we?
Yeah, go for
Because I feel like that place is incredibly beautiful.
it. It is. Yeah, landscape's amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty place.
Yeah, beautiful
Very,
place.
very pretty.
Very pretty.
Including their people.
From what we've heard.
From,
Nah, the thing
I
is
got a
with
source.
now
My
before
sources tell me.
before I did go, I said I'd fall in love with a Swedish girl, whatever. Kind of bullshit joke, whatever. The Swedish didn't blow me away.
No.
Nor did the,
Okay.
nor did the Norwegian. In fact, the Danish really,
Blew you away.
yeah, my head was on a swivel.
The Danish.
Yeah, I was surprised, and I was with some guy from Ireland. I was bunking with him, and me and him wouldn't shut up about it. We just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, head
Not-
on a sore neck. Saw the chiropractor at the end of the week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like full on inside. They look right. They look straight through you. Their eyes
Really?
are mystifying.
Wow.
Yeah,
Dreamy.
I'm not joking either. It's kind of crazy. But yeah,
Wow.
not that I took action to any of these circumstances.
No, just enjoy the view.
I did.
That's creepy to
That
say,
is
isn't
creepy,
it? That is
yeah.
creepy and out of line. I'll take that back and I apologise.
I just waltzed the streets and had some beers with my friends. I didn't.
Yeah, that's the thing about Europe. You can just walk around the streets and just,
That is a
Drink.
big plus
yeah.
in a lot of countries. You can walk the streets, and in Australia, when people drink, we feel inclined to get smashed and fuck around and
Yeah.
act a fool.
Yeah.
That doesn't really happen over there as much. It's more they're taught to drink and enjoy a few and leave it at that and feel good.
Yeah,
It's not-
okay.
The purpose of drinking isn't to get smashed,
Yeah.
and that's quite refreshing.
Yeah. Well, we were talking the other day how Australian culture is a lot. It's got like really hypocritical standards with different things, like smoking here, very frowned upon.
Yeah,
Like
it is.
go
Just-
to Europe, if you don't smoke, I don't know.
It's almost a bit weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot
But-
of people smoke, especially my
Yeah.
age. Almost everyone smokes.
What
And
did you
then-
say the other day? Quote:
What did I say the other day?
smoking's cool.
Smoking is cool. Smoking's cool.
Smoking's
Bring
very
back
cool.
smoking. This is what I want to
Bring
know. I
back
want
the
to
dark.
put
Yes.
and on cigarette packets, there's not like a dead nan
Yeah,
with
exactly.
like no
Oh, yeah, yeah.
teeth on it.
Yeah,
Horrific.
grim,
photos.
yeah.
That's just gross. Like, one, that's not stopping anyone really.
And they're cheaper.
They're cheaper.
Yeah.
There's only positives to go live in Europe and smoke.
They love smoking.
Yeah.
It's
But
good
then-
for you over there.
And then it's also like, but we have like a strong betting culture here. Apparently over there, it's just like,
There's no betting over there.
yeah.
Nothing.
Well, you got to look hard to find it. Yeah, like
Yeah, it's
here
weird.
it's ridiculous.
It's in your face.
Every second ad is sports bet,
yeah.
Yeah.
and you're encouraged to bet on pretty much any sporting event. Racing is betting. Like who the
Yeah.
fuck goes to races to watch the horses run around the
Yeah.
track?
Well, that looks like a good horse.
Well, it's a good horse. Gee, he
Yeah.
ran well, and I'm
Yeah.
going to go home. No one does
Yeah.
that. Absolutely no one does that.
Yeah.
Everyone
So,
bets over here.
Even in London, do you go to London?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing there either.
They're not as nowhere near as the culture
Yeah.
than here. London, what was
Yeah.
cool about London is their pubs, you can take your glass out of the pub and just stand outside the pub and drink and talk.
That's really cool. I
Yeah,
like that.
And everyone does that. Whereas
you
here-
just can't be trusted here, can you?
You can't.
Well, it's
The bloke's
because we're all
smashing it.
because
drunk
acting a
idiots.
full drunk
Oh,
dickheads. Yeah.
yeah.
Everyone is literally standing outside the pub. There's no limitations. You just go in there and it just keeps getting bigger outside. Glass on the road, pint, and there's talking. Like
That's
it's a
cool.
massive bar. Like
Yeah.
it's
Mm.
cool. But
There's a lot of trust, honesty system there.
Yeah.
The honesty system is relevant in Europe.
Yeah, we just haven't earned it.
It's
How many times do you go into Mornington and you're like, this idiot just walking, like some pissed idiot
yeah.
walking around. You're just like, oh.
Well, this is what I noticed about Europe as well. They trust their society not to be idiots. So they won't put up barricades for something that you can fall off, for example.
Yeah.
I went to this castle in Lisbon and there was a good 60-meter drop to the bottom and it's a huge tourist attraction. And there's no barrier. No, you can't hold on to anything. You fall off, you're dead. And then they trust their people not to be idiots and go off the edge.
That's understood.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, unwritten rule. Don't go past the edge.
Don't go over the edge.
Don't
If you go over
fall
the
off
edge, you're going to die.
Yeah.
That's your choice. Where in Australia, we'd put up this massive fucking wall. So just because some idiot decided to jump off, we're going to put up this huge wall
Yeah.
so no one else can die from it again.
Yeah.
It's a thing. And there's no mind the gap anywhere at any platform.
Yeah. Like even the train
There's a gap
station
there.
around here.
Jump over the fucking gap.
Yeah.
Oh, but how small is that gap on the
Yeah,
train?
exactly.
It's like an
Yeah.
inch.
That wide.
It
Who
is
is
this
falling
small.
through that?
Mind the gap in Australia. Fuck. Watch out for it.
Yeah. Imagine coming from Europe and being like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Like looking at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't planning on it, you idiot.
That's what it's like. Yeah. And they don't have they just trust their society not to be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They must think Australians are the dumbest breed of human.
Yeah.
Like, why would someone need to tell you to mind your step getting onto a train
Yeah.
where there's an obvious gap?
There's a gap there. Jump over the fucking
Don't
gap.
step in the gap.
And I feel like in Australia here, we would, if someone did do something stupid, say, I don't know, at the MCG, someone fell off the top balcony because they were drunk and they were hanging off the edge, getting a good laugh, and they fell. And then they'd put up a barricade around that first row. I feel like that's something in Australia that would happen. So no one does that ever again.
Yeah.
In Europe, just don't do that because you're going to fucking die.
Yeah.
So they're not changing anything. That's what it's a bit like. And it's so much better
Yeah.
in that way. I feel like we're a bit soft here. We cater for everyone. We cater for the idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we
just
do.
can't trust the idiots.
You can't trust the idiots.
There's a lot of them.
There are. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm one of them. And I understand that.
But it's definitely, you'll notice it. Have you been to Europe?
No.
I feel like such a tosser saying that.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like
Oh,
such
yeah,
a
I was going to
wanky
call it
saying
out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I
you.
went
I have.
and it was great. And I'm so like myself now.
You haven't been.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
I feel bad though, because I reckon there's moments where you like think about saying something about Europe, but you might think, oh, Kyle will hate it if I bring this up.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And I feel bad because especially like the first week you got back, no shit, you're going to want to talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
You just got back. That's your last 2 months of your life. And I'm just saying, like, don't you fucking talk about it.
I've realized that no one that has traveled, people that haven't traveled don't care at all. But people that have been to the same places as you will talk
Yeah.
about it with
yeah,
you.
yeah.
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 But I don't know. I
Common
feel like you'd
interest.
still be interested because you have no idea what's going on there.
Yeah. Quick intermission. Brett had to take a shit, so
We can smell it
Dude, no.
it's fucking reeks.
from the garage.
Having a
It's
beer.
disgusting.
It is
Having a
not
beer.
nice.
We asked you
Still
guys
shit.
for a question though, about my trip or Kyle's trip or our time away or.
I can't, we can't say Kyle's trip to Thailand where he went for a week.
Yeah,
Count.
we could say
You
that.
went
You
to Europe
away.
for 2 months. Like I went there for a week just to get some sun.
Still a trip. International.
You can ask us
Yeah.
anything though, so here we go.
Imagine if it was all about my Thailand trip. I'd find that
I
so
would
funny.
think that's hilarious. We should have done that.
Kyle's Thailand podcast
Oh, fuck.
after Jack's been gone for 2 months.
Right at the top.
What is it?
Any hostel routes.
Ooh, okay. How about
What'd you say? I can barely hear.
romantic interests at
Any hostel routes.
Is that what
any
the question
romantic
is? The word
interests
root
to
is terrible.
Oh, it's
quite-
horrible.
It's
It's
written
shocking, isn't it?
Nico.
It's aggressive. What about the romantic interests overseas?
No romantic interests.
No.
Nothing.
Well, no connections. No,
No connections
No
made.
dates.
no
Yeah,
dates.
any
nothing.
dates?
No dates. Well, I was only in a city for maximum 4 nights, and then I moved on to another
Yeah,
place.
true. Makes it tough.
Yeah.
No dating apps?
No, I didn't do dating apps.
Okay.
Hostel sex.
Ooh, gee, but there's so many people in the room.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. It's tough though. It kind of
Really
happens.
happened, didn't it?
All right. Well, some can get tough and some
It kind of
can't,
happens.
So.
It's weird. I've heard a lot of people had sex in the last 2 months.
Could you hear other people having sex?
Yeah,
in your-
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's what you mean.
That's
Oh,
not. That's
right.
not good.
That's
it's
so
really
gross.
grim.
How many people in the room? Like you and then just them?
Well, sometimes I had four bed mixed bedrooms. Sometimes I had 21. In London, I was sharing a
21
room with
each?
21 people. It was about the
Wow.
size of this room here.
That is ridiculous, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
But
a lot.
sometimes there's 4 in a room.
Well, yeah, sometimes there's only 4 beds in some hostels.
Oh,
Sometimes
true.
there's 21. Depends which one I booked.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, hearing people have sex is grim when you're trying to
In a
sleep at
hostel.
1 a.m.
On a bunk.
on a bunk
But
as
it's
well.
so visible.
Thank fuck they weren't under me and my bed was shaking. That would have been grim for the other
Yeah,
person.
wouldn't be great if you're on the top bunk.
Yeah.
Fuck, can you
Metal
guys stop
shaking
right
everywhere.
Yeah. Oh man.
That does happen though, 100%. And the bathroom is quite a
Pop.
popular spot.
Doors swinging.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. French.
The French. Is it true the French are very sexual? Or
Yeah.
just in
That's
like
what I'm trying to say. I
Yeah.
found that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
They love it. They are very, yeah.
Ah.
She was quite proud she was French as well.
Yeah. Okay.
It was kinda-
So for you, if
was
you're
weird.
like really proud and like, well, here's what I think when someone's like really proud, like Americans, right?
I don't feel comfortable talking about this, but I'm letting it out. I don't care. It's fine.
Just
For the content.
American audience. I love you. We love the Americans.
Do we? No, we do. Yeah, go on.
But there's this weird thing about America's better than everyone else.
there is a
that I
stigma
don't
about
like.
that. Yeah.
Like America's great for like they love America and they're proud of it. That's cool.
America.
But it's just like, why did you have to like say you're heaps better than Australia and stuff like that?
Well, they don't
Like, we've got
say
it
it, but
pretty
they
good.
act about it. So, for example, I met these 2 American girls in Lucerne in Switzerland, and I was in the same room as them, and they was fascinated I was from Australia, and we went through. They asked me if I know any states in the US. I named 31. So I was actually
love
all right.
that.
I was
That's
actually
good.
okay.
Do you know any
Yeah.
states? Yeah, a couple.
Yeah.
31.
They couldn't name a single state in Australia, and they thought the capital of Australia was Singapore.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the kind. That was my reaction.
and
They
smart.
I feel like they don't quite know. I don't want to generalize, but I feel like a lot of Americans don't really
Yeah.
venture out of their home.
No, I've
I
heard that's
feel
what they
like-
get taught though.
Yeah.
Like
I
in
f-
school, it's just American.
Just
That's it.
America, yeah.
yeah. I feel like though, if you didn't get like many states in America, they'd be like, "How do you not know all these states in America?"
Yeah.
But if they said like they didn't know any in Australia, you'd be like, "Oh, no, that's not."
Mm.
I think there's a different mentality about it.
They probably don't know 31. You
Yeah,
can't
name all
well
the
get
31
31.
states in
Yeah.
Australia.
They'd
You
never
should've
heard
said
of
that.
Melbourne. Yeah. 31 states in Australia. They'd never heard of Melbourne.
They never. How? Nah, these are just outliers. These
Yeah.
people.
They were from
They can't all
they were
be
from
Most livable city.
Ohio.
They're from Ohio,
Ohio.
Cleveland.
Cleveland, yeah.
South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said the first thing. Like, oh, do you
Cleveland.
live near Cleveland? They're like, oh my God, you know Cleveland?
We're not idiots.
I'm like, I kind of at least know a little bit of geography.
yeah, we know basics.
LeBron James? Yeah.
Yeah, LeBron.
Next question.
This isn't actually about your holiday, but
That's fine. We said ask.
Just
anything.
anything. We said
Okay.
ask away.
what do you guys think about when you're on the toilet?
I'm normally on my phone, to be fair.
I'm on my phone as well.
Yeah.
I can't shit without my phone. That was a big problem in Europe, shitting. First 6 days I was there, I didn't take a shit.
Oh, that's not healthy.
Yeah. That was bad. I can't not go to the toilet. But yeah. What do I
6
think
days.
about?
That's at least 6 shits he's missed out on.
No,
Should
I
be
don't
shitting
go
at
once
close.
a day.
Should be shitting at least once a day. Close to once a day.
I don't go once a day.
Like you
gotta
don't want to
have a
miss
stomach
2
ache.
days.
Do you
miss
go
2
once a
days?
day?
Yeah, at least.
Nah.
We have a mate that shits 4 times a day.
That's
Four's
ridiculous.
excessive.
No.
Excessive.
Genuinely shits 4 times a day, and it is hilarious because it was so funny. We woke up after a pretty big night out, and we're sitting on the couch, and Jack yells out, "Luke's up for number 2."
I don't remember that.
Oh,
Did I
I remember.
actually
it was-
say that?
Yeah, he said something about like, "Oh, he's up again," and it was so funny.
I'm
Oh.
funny.
Anyway,
That would make sense.
Wait, what was the question?
Oh, yeah.
What do I think about on the toilet?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just random. It's
Yeah.
like in the
My mate
shower.
shits 4 times a day. So
Yeah, that's what I
next
think
question.
about Luke.
Yeah, I think about him shooting 4 times a day.
If everyone in the world stopped sneezing, how long do you reckon it'd take to notice?
Fuck, that is a great question.
That's
Deep
such a
thinker.
noxy question.
Deep thinker from Monique.
Monique.
Oh, Monique. What a question, Monique.
Great
She a
question.
friend?
Monique.
Friend of the podcast?
I don't know
No, I
Monique.
don't know Monique.
How long would I? It'd take me a good 6 months.
I think it'd take a
I
long
reckon it's
time.
6 months, yeah.
Well, when's hay fever season?
When's
Now,
pollen?
by the sounds of it.
Yeah, by the sounds of me.
Yeah, when's pollen up and about?
Yeah.
Spring, right?
So,
Spring.
so I
When
reckon
the sun comes out.
Yeah, spring. That's when
Yeah.
pollen's
you
out,
notice
isn't
around then because
it? Yeah.
there's people that just go bananas
Yeah.
that time of year.
No, 6 months. Good question.
6 months, good
That's a good
question.
question.
There's
Yeah.
your answer.
Funny question.
What are we doing? One more?
Yeah, give us
No,
give us
give us
another
heaps.
more. Okay.
58
Right,
more.
right.
Real mock.
What's something in Europe that you would bring back to Australia? Like something they had that you would
the
that Australia
transport.
should have.
The transport.
Transport.
Yeah.
Transport system. Like
Simple,
buses and
easy
stuff.
done.
Or
Yeah, buses and prams and definitely not trains.
yeah.
Trains are unbelievable. over
Well, our
there.
train system doesn't work because the Frankston line's still getting fixed from 48 years ago.
There's no train from the airport to the city in Melbourne.
That
What
is
the
so
fuck
weird.
is going on there?
That is-
That doesn't even make sense.
That is actually crazy.
It's
There is no
ridiculous.
train to Tullamarine.
Yeah, not trains.
Trains.
Yeah,
Fix them.
Trains.
transport.
Not a heap else. A bunch of random ones.
We'll say anything, bro.
Say
No,
anything.
well, I was going to give you one.
Brett's giving
What
you
was
one.
your?
Brett's
yeah,
going rogue.
I'll give you one. What was the best moment? Was it the Prague boat or not? Something
Best
else?
moment in Europe.
Gee, thanks, Brett, for narrowing it down to anything.
No, individual moment that like sticks out for you.
Oh, I've probably got 2.
Let's hear it.
When I first saw the Matterhorn in Switzerland. So we're on this train that was really scenic, and it came around this corner and it just like shone. It was just really cool. I don't know. 'Cause I've been wanting
That's
to see
cool.
that since I was little.
Yeah, you took a
Toblerone.
photo of that. That was cool.
Yeah. And in Berlin, there was just a moment where I met up with some friends over here. I didn't really know them too well, but we were just walking, drinking the streets, just chatting. And that was pretty cool.
Was it one of those moments where you're like, this is like,
This
we're
is
living the
fucking
life?
cool. Yeah. That's when I...
Those moments,
Yeah.
huge fan. Like you could be doing something simple or in a really just cool place, but just, just chilling in a park. You'd be like, gee, this is so good.
Yeah, there was a lot of moments that were better than that, but that was the first time I literally kind of felt like I was away and doing my own thing. Just walking Berlin in Germany where you can have a beer and walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the sun was going down next to the wall, the Berlin Wall, that was cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That is cool. That is a great highlight.
yeah.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
When you're in those moments and you realise how good are they?
How good is
Yeah.
this?
Like,
Yeah.
When you're like really conscious about how happy you are that
I
you're
was
in the
like
moment.
10 out of 10
Yeah.
happiness. Yeah. That was awesome. Strange moment, but good moment.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Is that it for the cues?
Best country?
Germany.
Hardest country to spell?
Fuck, I don't know. They're all pretty easy.
Not Lisbon. Well, that's not a
Portugal.
country. That's a city.
Probably Portugal.
Portugal. Tough.
Portugal.
Where do you put the T? I'll leave it up to you.
Real tough.
Fuck, your thing about Palmer before was funny.
That was good. Well done,
That
Brett.
was a good gag.
Added
Yeah.
some value today at least, which is
Oh, we
good.
done, are we?
Hey?
No,
we're just
you
chatting,
keep
mate.
giving me questions.
Oh,
Ask questions. Give
there's
Kyle
not
a
much
question.
here. They're asking you about cricket. You playing cricket this year?
No.
No.
No. Straight
I
up.
know that one. He's been saying it since he was playing cricket last year.
Thoughts on rugby and American football?
I don't watch NFL because I've never really grown up watching it, but also it's just so slow.
It is slow. Too many stoppages.
Yeah.
I've tried to get into baseball and I've found I'm more into baseball than I am NFL, but that's
I
because
like
Jack told me
baseball.
to watch baseball.
I like baseball a lot. I could watch baseball all day.
But that's like kind of slow as well.
It is slow.
but I don't feel like it's as slow as.
It's a sport you don't have to lock your eyes to. I
Yeah.
feel like AFL, NFL, basketball, you kind of got to do that.
Yeah.
Cricket, you can doze off, and baseball, you can kind of doze off, and I like those sports.
But then you doze off for 1 second
You
Yeah, you
and you
miss
miss
home
the
run.
one thing.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like it was like when Australia played India at the G. I think it was day 2 of the Boxing Day test. Been there all day, scorching hot. Pujara has made 4 runs from 4,892 balls. I go for 5 minutes, he goes out.
Yeah.
I was like, you're kidding.
That's what happens.
I was like, that's just typical.
That's
Mm.
cricket.
And that's cricket.
Going to Sydney next year?
We'll be in Sydney.
Yeah. I think we're going to travel next year.
Yeah.
And
We'll
we're
see.
going to bring the pod along.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be
Nice.
fun.
Yeah.
You coming, Brett?
No.
How are the kids,
Short
mate?
stint,
A bit
yeah.
about you.
Yeah, a bit
Short
about
stint
you.
on.
Open up a bit. Gee.
What about since you last been on here? What's changed?
Oh, another one's coming.
Hey.
Another one's coming, hey. Do we
Congrats,
know
mate.
the gender or not?
Yes, we do.
We
It's another,
do?
Another boy. So 3 boys.
Another boy.
Gee,
Ah,
we've got a basketball team.
I think surely she's not too
I
stubborn.
don't have the height for basketball.
Surely Em's
Yeah,
not too
smart,
stubborn.
you know.
M.
Surely she was
Did you
fanging
want a
out for
girl?
Oh, we wanted a girl, but that's life.
So
isn't it?
try
You gotta
again?
be-
Life, go again?
Back to the well?
No. No. No, if they're healthy, you're happy.
3
Yeah.
boys. Do you have a name?
Yeah.
You don't have
but
to
that's
say.
not happening. No.
No,
No,
you're not
you're
going to
not saying
disclose
that.
it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So you've both like what's the chat with the name like? Like did you both say the exact same name at the same time?
Did you go 3, 2, 1?
Spider-Man? Point.
They're all.
Throw back to the old meme. No. There is actually an app, which is like Tinder, and you like swipe on the name you like and swipe away,
And it gives you a list.
and it gives you a joint list that you both agree on.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
That's a smart app.
So we use that.
So what were you named after? Tinder.
Nah, there's something to work with there, I reckon. What was I just about to say? You were talking about kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Dunno.
Lost on me.
Anything else?
Why are you
changed?
having them?
Nah, nothing else has changed. I don't
Nothing
think.
else changed. Kids playing sport yet? You have to drive your kids to school yet?
Nah,
Anything
school next year.
next year?
Yeah. No.
Nervous?
Me?
Yeah, well, you're not doing it though. You
I'm
got
not
work
nervous.
early. Yeah.
Yeah, but I got to pick them up.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the age gaps?
Well, it'll be 3 under 5 just.
3 under 5, that's tough. That's good though. Like, it'll be cool when they grow up because they'll be like, one of these guys, I'm telling you, one of these boys is going to be really good at sport.
It's always the
And he's-
youngest.
He's going to be playing with,
Usually he's the youngest.
he'll
Yeah.
be playing with the second oldest. Like, he'll be in that footy team, that basketball team.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, it's
You've
going to
gone-
happen.
You've gone 1 syllables for both your kids, Pat and Finn. Is it another 1 syllable or is it a
Well, they're not 1 syllable.
Patrick and
Patrick
Finley?
and Finley.
Yeah, maybe 2.
Do you reckon that's the secret to success? To play up an age group?
I reckon it helps. 100%. Because then you go to your age group and like, I've been
Easy.
playing against kids 3 years older than me.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Mhm.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Is that why you're playing 2 still?
Yeah, nah. I didn't play up, you see. Gee, you didn't have to bring that up,
Oh,
Brett. That was a
sorry,
soft spot,
mate.
mate.
That's
Sorry.
all right.
Oh, there's one more year I'll bring up.
All right, go.
Were you ready to come home? Like, was that the right amount of time in Europe?
Great question, actually.
Yeah, good question. Money wise, yes. I've only got $34
That's 3
in my
weeks,
account
yeah.
right now, and I'm
Yeah.
going to go watch a movie, and that's like all my money gone. Yeah. So
When are you going
Money.
to watch Barbie?
no, I'm watching Strays,
Oh,
a
Christ.
dog comedy
Exciting.
movie. I'm actually excited.
Oh, God, you won't. Is that the Will Ferrell one?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I actually laughed in the trailer, so I thought, why not?
Mm.
And Oppenheimer's 3 hours long. We were going to
Yeah.
go watch Oppenheimer, but
Thoughts on
Yeah.
Will Ferrell?
funny. He's got a great cat bit.
I think Barnesy and I were talking about this the other
Yeah,
I
day.
don't
we
love
were.
his stuff, but he's got one great bit that he did when he was younger about impersonating a cat with a
Oh,
ball.
you said the same thing.
I
Yeah,
literally-
it was so funny.
I dead set said the exact same thing. to
Really?
him. Yeah, I said I can't stand his movies. They're really like cringe and like Step Brothers and all that. I don't like it.
Step Brothers, yeah.
Mm.
But I said I think it was for SNL.
Yeah.
his like video of him pretending to be a cat is the funniest.
It's
So funny because he's so serious about pretending to be. Oh, it was so funny.
Yeah, that is really.
It is a great bit.
But no, I could have travelled for longer.
Yeah.
Yep, solo.
Solo.
Because some people go for like
Could have
six.
seen friends as well. Doesn't matter. Yeah,
Yeah.
could have
Like
seen them.
some people go for like 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Do you reckon you could do that?
Yeah, as long as I took this with. I missed this more than anything.
Oh,
which
really?
was kind of. It's going to get soppy, but yeah, I
Let's
did.
cry. I'm ready to cry. I've been crying for the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you miss me that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know.
So you'd have to work if you're traveling for long.
Travel and
Would you
work.
do that? Work over there?
Yeah. What do you reckon we're doing?
Yeah, I'd work at a pub or I'd Patreon.
Patreon. Just,
Yeah.
Boy.
hey.
It'll
Yeah,
come.
Give
Be
us some
patient.
time. We're
Fucking
trying.
hell, yeah.
We're also shit at what we do, so
Yeah, wait for
that
Noxie.
makes it really
Brett
hard.
doesn't want to do it. We had to fucking drill him in 3 hours, try and get him here.
Paid him so much money to be here right now. It's ridiculous.
Stolen our beers.
Yeah.
It's been a good episode, this one, though.
I've enjoyed it. It's been a longer
Got a
one,
lot
maybe.
to talk about next episode as well. I didn't get into my questions about Kyle.
Okay.
And I got, yeah. So stick around if you want to hear a bit about Kyle.
Okay. Well, they've
Teaser.
left.
They haven't left. They're hanging around.
I hope hopefully.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you guys. We're a bit rusty, but we're back.
We're back.
We're glad to be back.
It's been fun. I'll get a haircut. I know it's long. Relax.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brett, as well.
Yeah. Thanks for
Right.
helping out, Brett.
Thank you, Kyle.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Jack. And we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Secure.